Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Ohio State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you... Jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll try it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that 1st drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the 2nd drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Number 12. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Tate. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. The corners are walked up tight. To the ground with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Took a shot as he threw.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Fun one in the Big 12, Ben. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hoosiers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. May make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Peoples. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
He's got the tight end. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Handoff from the gun. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 17 to Rutgers. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Oh, he's got some space. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 12.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Morris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking for room, it's Speedy. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Hoosiers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the...
Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Defense in press coverage. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. To the air, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the comeback is on.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Indiana, 25.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, pump.
Right down the boulevard. The 20. Touchdown, Indiana. And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This drive will open from the 15. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Gonna run it. It's Donaldson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Beebe. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you.
He lobs one high down the left side. Snagged it at the 30 and still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth. Making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he brokered the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Gets it out fast. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best.
Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And that pick will seal the game.